Hello everyone, I'm Anna from Sylvia. My today's guest is Ruby from Northern California, an owner of a very young Sylvia turnkey commerce store. Here at Sylvia, we're happy to see that even with the very first weeks of a store operation can bring nice profits and sales. So, what's the secret? Let's have a little chat. Ruby, how are you? Thanks a lot for accepting my invitation to the interview. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your background? What are your hobbies? What's your profession? And what do you do for a living?
Hi, Anna. Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here. So I'm Ruby. I'm from Northern California, the San Francisco Bay Area. I work at a community college, so in the education sector full time. For hobbies, I like singing. So if anybody's on Smule, I'm on there. And yeah, I'm just really excited to be on this new venture with Sylvia.
Oh, thanks. And according to what I already know, you have a pretty good experience in e-commerce. Could you please tell us in detail about your previous experience in e-commerce before you explored Sellvia?
Yes. So this is my second time trying to run an e-commerce store. The first time was a few years ago on Shopify. And I was in college at the time, so I was really overwhelmed. I had no idea what I was doing. And, I do want to add that Shopify did not give me any help at all. Nobody contacted me to see if I needed anything. So I was really overwhelmed. I made no sales and I quit after a month. So a few years later, I feel like my head is in the game. I feel more confident. It's, I'm not as over.
How did you learn about our offer? Why did you finally choose Sellvia in the first place?
Well, I have to say, Sylvia's marketing is excellent. As soon as I saw you guys' ad, I was like, yes. When I saw the California Fulfillment Center, that alone sold me because I know you're giving fast shipping to customers in the United States. So if it wasn't for that, I probably would not have chosen Sylvia. I haven't seen anything else like that. So yeah, that sold me.
Okay. And how long have you been running your store? Could you please tell us more about it? What is your store? What niche did you choose?
I decided to choose a general niche based off of another story that I read with a girl that has had massive success. And I had a hard time. I wanted to do pets and babies and beauty, and I couldn't pick one. So I decided to go general. And I've had my store for about 5 weeks.
Oh, so it's a pretty young store, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you tried any of Sylvia's services to improve your store?
Yes, I have. So I opted for the SEO package, the starter package, and the social media starter package. And I'm so glad I did that. It saved literally hours, if not days worth of time. So
do you remember the first sale made from your dropshipping site? What did you do to achieve it? How soon did it happen?
I want to say it probably happened within the first week or two. So I got my first sale off of Google ads. I've ran several different ads, but Google and Snapchat, believe it or not, I've gotten sales on. Yeah, it didn't take that long at all. And considering I started my store during Christmas, which is probably the worst time to open a store, I'm beyond amazed,
So what's the total number of sales for today? What exactly are you doing to make these first sales? And how much time does it take you to manage this store?
So I've only had about 7 sales so far. And, I chalk that up to, first of all, not having a lot of experience. I'm literally learning every week as I go. Plus, it's right after Christmas, which I want to say this is the slowest month of the year for any store, right? Yeah, basically, I'm just testing different ads every single day, every single week. I only spend a few hours a week on my store, to be honest, because I already have a full-time job and I'm a single mom with twin boys. So I'm really yeah, but I mean, even part-time, I've gotten sales. So it's really exciting.
Okay, so what can you say about your experience with Sylvia, by the way? Do you want to keep your subscription active?
Yes, absolutely. So definitely for a year, if not longer. I mean, I believe, to be a successful online business, it takes time. I know other people have had massive success, but for me, I'm totally new. I have so much to learn. And I feel like every week I learn something new. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of my 1-year subscription and yeah, hopefully forever. Who knows?
How would you rate your experience with Sylvia from 1 to 10?
10 as far as customer service. And also I really like Sylvia's products, but I do have to say that from day one, Sylvia, like several different people have contacted me like, hey, how are you? Do you need anything? What's your experience? Can you give us feedback? And then another thing I love about Sylvia is you guys have so many different ways that you help, your members, from SEO and blogs, social media, backlinks, all this crazy stuff that people don't realize. You guys literally do everything. So it's like having somebody hold your hand through the whole process. It's been so great.
Thank you. And has your mindset changed in any ways since you started your home business? In general, how has e-commerce influenced your life?
Well, I know a lot of other people have been really successful at this, including you, right? Yeah, read your success story again. But I'm just so excited. I feel like this is the future. I know that e-commerce is never going to go anywhere. I feel like this is the best time to take advantage. And why not make some side money? You know what I mean? It's out there,
And what do your friends and family think about your new business? Have you already motivated someone to start this side hustle business?
Oh, my friends and family support me 1,000,000%. You know what I noticed though? They're not really willing to take a lot of chances, which is why I think it's great for people like me and you to do this, because a lot of people are scared to do something like this, or they think it's too overwhelming. So I want to set that example to my family and friends that this really is doable.
It surely is. And what are your business goals and plans for the future?
Definitely branding is one of my biggest goals. I don't want to be a generic store. I want to have like a positive message. I want to be an advocate for women and minorities, single parents. I'm also a veteran of the United States Army. So I want to show people that this is cool. Yeah, it's going to keep going.
We actually have a brand development service.
Yeah. Okay.
You might like it.
Definitely. The more money I make, the more I'm going to put everything back into the business. So that's what I'm focused on.
So thank you so much for meeting with me today. I strongly believe that you're on the right track for creating a meaningful e-commerce brand. I wish you the best of luck with your exciting plans.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, everybody at Sylvia. You guys totally rock. Thank you.